right. I feel it.
Through the fingers, hold on tight. Here comes Armageddon's bite. Can't open a twist and turn. Feel the power as you learn. Temporals rising like the sun. Flood press heavy, gotta run. Side pressure moves so fast. Fight for glory, make it last. Smash to the back, case the mass. Back pressure strong, never pass. Break on tension, feel the pain. Push through when it's in the vein. Hold your ground, don't give in. Feel the fire deep within. In the arena, battles rage. Strength and spirit break the cage.
We're live. Sorry about that.
Hey, we're good.
That was messed up, man.
No, that's good.
It says you
That's
don't have
awesome.
permission to live stream. I'm like, why? I'm like, it must have been just an error or something.
I'm bad luck.
I don't know. I was tripping though. You see me stressing? What the fuck? Well, I can't swear yet. Damn.
All good. It's
5
all
minutes
good.
I'm supposed to wait.
Oh, do you really have to wait
Yeah, I
5
think
minutes?
so. I think. Yeah, you want to wait 5 minutes. Yeah. So, okay. Well, nice to have you on, Ryley. I've been wanting to meet you for a while. So I see you all the time and never talk to you though.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We've been in the same garage a couple of times by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But
practices are that busy. It's just
I
hard
think there
to
was a lot
run
of
into each
people there
other.
that day. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Well, I guess so. You know what? We'll start. Just tell us a little bit about yourself and, just the history, how long you've been pulling, stuff like that.
yeah, like I don't know how long you want me to go. I mean, I
Basic.
can do like spark notes or I can do the full.
You
Like
can do
I've been arm wrestling for I think like 6.5 years now. I started out right here in Lloydminster. Like I've been in Lloyd pretty much my whole career. Similar story to everybody else. Like you're arm wrestling people growing up, you beat all your school buddies.
Mhm.
And then, you arm wrestle people in a bar or whatever it is, and then you think you're pretty good, and you run into somebody who knows what they're doing.
Started out
Yeah.
right here in
And
Lloydminster.
that's just it's just kind of what it takes for you to really want to learn more about the sport. And you either you can take that and do two things with it. You can take it and you can just run away and go, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
Or you can be like, I need to know how to do that. And that's the one I picked.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I've been training here with the Lloydminster armbenders. Sheldon Short was the guy that got me involved.
Yeah.
I've been all over Saskatchewan, more than Alberta. But yeah, like that's a really short, I've won one provincial title in Saskatchewan. If you want to go to accolades and stuff like that,
Mhm.
that was 5 years ago now.
That's weird,
But,
eh? Saskatchewan. I mean, you'd think you'd
yeah.
pull more here being in Lloyd, wouldn't you? Well, I guess
Yeah,
it's
it's
close
just
to there too. Yeah.
That's the thing. It's just a weird, like we're a border city, so it's half and half.
Yeah.
And when I really started out, I would go both. I would go Mayhem, and then I would go to the odd thing in like Saskatoon or Moose Jaw or something like that. And then when I went to university, I went to the University of Saskatchewan.
Okay.
So
yeah.
from there, I was there for a couple of years. It was a lot more convenient for me to just go to Saskatoon tournaments, go to Regina, go to Moose Jaw,
Yeah.
Prince Albert, stuff like that. Now that I'm back in Lloyd, I am kind of looking to, test out the waters a little more in Alberta.
That'd be
But
good.
yeah, that's just a really short
Yeah.
history. I've done
No.
tournaments, super matches. I really don't compete as often as I want to.
Well, I'm going to nationals this year.
Yeah, nice and
I'll be
close,
there.
eh?
I'll be there. Yeah.
Yeah,
For
Regina.
sure. I actually I applied for a buy. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, circumstances, man. Circumstances. I don't want to.
Yeah. You're kind of busy, eh?
Well, I'm busy. Plus, it's like I don't know if I'm welcome to the provincials this year. So I just, I just figure I'll bypass it. You know what I mean? I want to earn my spot. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah. Well, it's good to have that avenue. Like you can go and
you can do it. I mean, I'm sure they don't like doing it, but I have a pretty good reason why I need it.
Yeah.
But I'm training my ass off. Yeah, training my ass off for it. So
And that's the thing. Like, why would you? I don't know the whole behind the scenes of stuff, but
Mhm.
why would you turn people away? You want to every nationals, you want to have higher numbers
Oh
than
yeah,
last year.
yeah,
And from
yeah,
what I can see, every year they're breaking that record, right? So why would
yeah.
you
Well,
want to
this
turn
year is gonna
people
be
away?
kind of weird. Fraser Benoit won the bid to hold provincials, and like
Mm.
like I tried. I want to patch things up, but like we just don't see eye to eye, and it's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
ugly. It could be ugly. So I
yeah,
just
one of
just
those.
avoid it. Yeah, just avoid the controversy or the
Yeah,
confrontation, right?
no,
So
for sure.
yeah, yeah. I wish him the best. I hope he gets good numbers and stuff, but I won't
Yeah,
be there. Yeah.
yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Totally understandable there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we got this border rivals thing coming up, and you're pulling Dakota. So
looking forward to.
Is that left or both arms?
Should be both. I was told both.
Both.
I
Okay, yeah, yeah.
believe I believe the posters both too. I don't.
I
I've
seen
looked
it.
at it,
I
but
was looking at it.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it
So
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
and
you've been studying?
you got Blair, right, Zach?
Yeah, I would have had both arms, but I got an injury there, so
Yeah, you
wouldn't
got
be
Okay, so
fair to
you
not
just
give him a
against
good fight.
Garrett. He went against the number 15 North American guy. And he did okay too, Just the guy's
so
hand
and
was a little too
that's
much.
where the injury
Yeah,
ended up happening during the match. Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
yeah,
it's unfortunate when
but it
that
wasn't
happens.
it wasn't too major. Just
Better to nurse it,
Yeah, let it get it back.
rather than potentially worsening it, and then you're a year out of the sport or something like that. So
And
well,
that
no, it's
did
exactly.
that end
understandable.
up did that end up being here, Zach, or is it farther down in your arm? Did you end up isolating the injury?
Yeah, the tendon was swollen and like
Yeah,
maybe the bone was bruised, but now it's feeling much better now.
starting to
But
get
like
better.
I
Yeah.
can only start to train now. You know what I mean?
You got to build the strength back up in it now. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, that
So
was that was a fun. See, that's what I mean, Riley. That's why I want to get to know you guys too down there, that pulling Saskatchewan and everything. Because now
Mhm.
we're going to Montana. All the hype is in Montana, you
So
know.
it's kind of just a nice Alberta, Montana
Or right now, but it
type of
doesn't have
thing.
to be. It
BC
doesn't have to
BC
be.
jumps into
Yeah,
BC
BC
jumps
too. Yeah,
into.
yeah. But
They've
it
come
could
No, that's
be.
down as
awesome.
many
Yeah,
times as us, I think.
Yeah, and there's going to
yeah.
be a qualifier event, and we're going to help. We're going to co-promote it through the fingers, and
Hmm.
a guy named Dion Wilson, and
Okay.
February 1st, it looks like we're going to be holding the qualifiers. And I recommend anybody that wants to get a good TV production to be
Yeah.
there, because you got a good opportunity to get known if you want to, get yourself out there. So did a
Oh,
lot for
that's
me.
great. And
Yeah,
you said that's Red Deer? That's the Red Deer one?
it'll be just kind of just outside Red Deer. It's
Yeah.
Okay.
it's off a highway too. Yeah.
I'll definitely have to look into that.
Yeah, we'll be posting
Yeah.
and promoting it pretty hard here soon. Yeah. So it's gonna be good. It's like we went over, we end up, long story short, we end up meeting the guy from Montana. He came down to one of my events for a super match. And because I'm a promoter too, I hold events all the
Yeah.
time. And we got talking, and then he wanted some Alberta boys to go down and pull in Montana. But then it turned into basically Canada versus Montana. But it was just Alberta and BC basically. But we
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
really well. We did really well. Yeah. I think there was 23 matches and we lost 6.
That's good. Yeah. Wow. Came home with the W then.
Yeah.
We definitely did. I mean,
Yeah.
we definitely did, and New York, the tri-states went and they went to a tiebreaker on the last
Mhm.
match. And they were going on that they beat Canada because they beat a couple Canada guys. I was like, you guys barely beat
Yeah.
Montana, and we went in and wiped them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like you just
Yeah.
keep thinking you beat Canada.
Yeah. We can really test that out if you guys want,
Yeah,
right?
oh, we're gonna. I'll be working on an
Oh yeah.
event this year. Yeah, well, actually, we all will.
Watch
Through
for
the
the
fingers.
future. It'll be good. It'll be
Yeah,
good.
yeah, it will be, and we'll be testing that theory, and then in the
We'll get the
qual.
absolute best of all these places, you
Yeah,
know.
that's just it, right?
Mhm.
And then the qualifier, these guys. I mean, we were only able to bring a small talent pool to Montana because I mean it was spare the moment. It wasn't a lot of notice, and we didn't know what we were signing up for. So like, I'm nowhere near the elite of Alberta or nothing. You know what I mean? Zach's probably more elite than I am, right? But we all went, and I mean, and we kicked ass. So I would like for them to see like how deep we go with talent in our province, right? And even Saskatchewan. I look at Saskatchewan, Manitoba, they could easily just pool up with us. You know, like we don't have to be divided, eh? That's what
Oh
I
yeah.
want to look for in the
That's the
future.
thing.
When we
Is
get to
say,
Alberta, we can all like carpool down to even, unless
yeah,
they want to
yeah.
fly.
Yeah, I'd like to, include Manitoba and Saskatchewan, just be like Western Canada. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Riley, we got
yeah,
Dakota in the
yeah.
chat here. He couldn't make it tonight, but he's in the chat spying on
Canada.
us.
Yeah.
He's saying he wants to know if you're ready for a hook battle.
Yeah, I can't see the chat. You guys have to let me know.
Okay, yeah, he asked if you
I'm
wanted. Yeah.
I think I'm ready. I mean, we'll see tonight at practice. I'm gonna feel that lane out, I think, just to really see how tight that hook is. I'm ready for whatever. Um, we'll see. We'll see. I've watched a lot of tape,
Hey, it's
watching
probably a
all my
good
tape,
thing. Yeah.
and watching my tape, I don't see him hook a whole bunch, so I can't tell if he's playing mind games and he's going, I'm gonna hook you, he's trying to
Maybe
fool me or
he's
not.
working on it. He's working on the hook
Yeah,
though. He actually is. Yeah, he's starting
yeah.
to work on it.
We'll see. I'm sure we'll end
Oh,
up
he's
there.
I'd say Dakota's hook's gotten 3 times better than last year.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah, like
Yeah,
Dakota's
like
actually improved a lot in the last year. Like he big,
Oh, yeah.
like big improvement actually.
No, you
yeah,
sound like you're preparing well, which is what you need to do, right?
yeah, like I'm sure we'll end up in a hook, but I'll be if we go in a hook and I don't like it, there's no way I'm going back. I'll just tell you that. We'll see. We'll see. And same thing with the top roll. If I don't like outside, I'm going in.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
But yeah, see what happens.
that'd be cool.
I know
Yeah.
he's done a lot. He's gone all over the place since we pulled last. I know we pulled in Hinton,
Did you pull
and
last year in Hinton?
I was in Hinton, yeah.
Yeah, see, I was in
Al,
Hinton last year too, and I don't,
yeah,
you know what I mean? I was reffing all day. Yeah,
might have
yeah,
repped on her. I don't know.
it probably
But
did. Yeah.
I'll be totally honest. That's the last time I competed was Hinton.
Oh, okay. Was
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hinton.
So I'm not at like on paper. He should win. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll
We'll
see.
see. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it.
You got less battle scars right now too, though. Yeah, that could
Yeah,
be an advantage.
that's the thing.
As long
But
as you're
he's
going
been
to
all
practice
over.
regularly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I do see myself as the underdog, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't think the last outcome really matters too much when it was that long ago.
No,
That's
and
fair.
he's not the he's I would say that he's leveled up. I don't know who won that match. Did you win that match against him or did he win?
I got him in the tournament. I don't
Yeah, did you?
remember.
Oh yeah.
I really don't remember
Left
if there
hand,
were
yeah.
factors. Like I don't know if it was early or late. I really don't remember.
Yeah. I
I
know.
think it was left hand that I beat him. Right
Oh,
hand, we were
okay.
in the same bracket.
But you didn't
I
meet up.
never ran into him, but
Yeah,
he placed higher than me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know.
I think he's been leveling up his left, but I would say his right's way more dominant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, I
I'm
know he's
kind of
improved a lot. He's improved a
I'm
lot.
kind of all over. Like I don't really have a. It depends. Like if
Yeah.
it's
You go
Tuesday,
where
my
it
left is
goes.
better.
Yeah.
Friday, my right's better.
Well,
I don't really.
that's good.
I'm just
My
one of those
left's
guys where
my left's strong, but it's retarded.
yeah, I think it's good. It just doesn't really know what to do as much. It's not as yeah. I
Yeah.
feel you there.
Mine's getting better every day.
Yeah. Oh, your left's pretty good, Zach. I'd have to say it's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. Like
I think
I
it's
built
performing
I
better than my right now.
well, yeah, because yeah, that makes sense. But I know for me, I train my left almost equally to my right. Like
Mhm.
I have one day that I do pumpkin training on my right, but it's only one day out of all my routines.
Yeah.
So my left is pretty strong, but it's just, yeah, I had a bicep tendon tear when I started, and it took 14 months to get back to like pulling. So it's so far behind my right, but I'm
Yeah.
interested. I'd like to get better on my left. I think it'd be pretty cool. What about this man
Yeah.
sketch? You got this man sketch tournament or something coming up, or did that already happen?
That's this weekend. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
this weekend. I won't be
Yeah.
there. I don't think I've ever actually gone to one,
Oh, you haven't went to? Okay, that's the
but
big one
they're
there, isn't it?
there's kind of two. There's the Man Sask,
That's it, man.
and then there's the Fit to Fight.
Oh yeah, Fit to
Fit to
Fight.
Fight's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
big too. That's
I like
Kane
that one,
Empson.
but I don't know if I would want to win the belt and not be able to take it home with me. I think I would probably pass on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just
Yeah.
you know,
No, but it
and
looked like
they've
a
had
good
some
event
really,
though. It looked like a really good event. Yeah.
like Fit to Fight. First tournament I ever went to was a Fit to Fight in Moose Jaw,
Okay.
and they get some pretty big names. Like the first
Yeah.
one I ever went to, the headliner was Ryan Espy, versus Jeff Dabe, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
left-handed. Yeah, and that was just a really cool. Like your first time you're going to an event, and you get to meet Popeye, and you see Espy's Espy, right? He's big in Canada
He is.
and North America, right?
Yep.
And then I was at the one with Richard Lupke's. That was
Oh, yeah.
cool, right?
Yeah.
That guy, like, I've met Matt, and Matt's probably got the craziest hand,
Mm-hmm.
but grip
Riz is the
wise,
strongest. Yeah.
I shook Richard Lupke's hand. I'm pretty sure he tightened my shoes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my
Everything
shoelace
kind of.
tightened.
He's a strong dude, man.
Yeah.
He's strong.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But they got some good ones. But yeah, Mansask is this weekend. I don't have the full card ahead of me. Like there's a
Yeah.
I know there's a super match card. There's like 8 matches, and then there's
I know there's
one
Miles
different
Hutton and
tournament.
Matt Sador. Yeah.
That's good. And Miles, I'm not as familiar with him, but I've seen him recently, and he beat some names in Saskatchewan that are pretty good. So he's like a 198 guy, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
198
maybe
or 220? I
220.
think he's
Maybe it's
220.
220.
220, yeah.
Yeah.
Big guy. I saw him there a month ago, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's
Very, very impressive. And then
Oh yeah.
Matt Sador
He's a cool
is
guy.
Manitoba.
Yeah.
I've
He's
seen a
good
few
too, from
things
what I
from
hear.
him.
I've seen him pull
He's
a bit.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But Mansas goes back like 15 years. Like I think
Okay. Yeah.
Kane Hemsing and Ryan Espy started it. Kind of similar to Border Rivals and
Yeah.
all that other stuff
Well,
going on.
I
They've
first
had
heard
some big
about
matches.
I heard about that when Billy put on his tournament 2 weeks before that one. That's how I found out
Oh
about
yeah,
the Man Sask or whatever it's called. Yeah.
yeah. The North versus South, that one.
Yeah, that one. Poor guy. Oh man. Jeez.
We
Oh,
won't we
he
won't
got
we won't talk
We'll
about
get into
that one.
that. We won't get into
no.
that. Yeah.
He's such
If
a
Leave
you
that
good
want
alone.
guy.
to.
Right?
Yeah, I want to. I'd love to,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna.
If you want to, we can dive
Yeah,
deep into that. But
Yeah.
I've
No,
met
no.
Billy. He's such a good guy. I felt so bad for him.
Yeah,
Oh
just
my
not
goodness.
the brightest, like
No,
that.
at party, he's such a good dude.
Yeah, he seems like he's always been nice,
Yeah.
so yeah.
in your head, it only takes one architect to design a building, but in reality, there's 30 that go over it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of probably what happened there.
Go over
Yeah.
the fine print. Check
Yeah,
the spelling
exactly.
mistakes.
I don't know. I mean, he needed like 800 people at that event to pay everything, so I don't know what he was thinking, but like I said, won't get into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, because I'm curious, guys. We've been talking, even us guys, through the fingers and Red Deer. Maybe start going to Saskatchewan, start doing some of them too. Love you, honey.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I
have a
guess.
good night.
That's
I like to
Yeah,
pull
I guess.
different people. I like different hands too.
Well, that's kind of why I want to come over to Alberta a little bit. It's
Mhm.
just, for that very reason. But I mean, I think there's got to be more cross-border stuff going on. So
I
it's
see.
Yeah.
I don't see
same
why
reason,
not.
right?
We had a
Alberta's
bunch of guys
Manitoba.
in Grand Prairie. Were they from Manitoba, Zach, or were they from
They're Manitoba, yeah.
Oh yeah. We had a bunch of Manitoba guys come up.
Dan Ho, Gillen Hartel,
What's the
bunch of
other
other
guy?
guys.
What's that one guy? He was strong. He was good too.
I know you're talking about the guy who was 50.
He
the
must.
dog.
Oh no, that guy. Yeah, his name is
He was
Tyson.
also that guy was
Tyson
crazy
something.
good.
Tyson.
Something
Yeah.
Tyson, yeah.
Yeah, he's like 52, and the guy's a beast. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
I'm
have some
not as
killers in
familiar with the
Manitoba. Yeah.
Manitoba scene. I know quite a few names, but they got some big clubs. So
Mhm.
a lot of names I don't know either. But
Now, your club, how big is your club? You guys have a lot of guys?
regularly, I would say there's about eight or so. But if everybody in our group chat were to be interested in show up, it would look more
Yeah.
like maybe 15. I don't know. Like I
Okay,
haven't.
okay.
Most practices are like 8
Yeah,
ish. So
that's still a good
It's
group
not
of
terrible.
guys.
It's not terrible.
yeah.
I know, no,
Yeah.
no.
And you guys are right with Red Deer Club.
Yeah, we're Red Deer Club.
You're
Yeah,
with Red
Yeah.
Deer. So you guys got
we
one of the
got
bigger
killers.
ones in Alberta. Yeah.
We got killers. We're all turned into killers actually. But I was like I was saying to you earlier, you know, like when you surround yourself with high level pullers, you become because you're shooting for the guys you're pulling, right? So
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
exposed to that, then your level might come up quicker because you're always kind of training and gauging off of who you're pulling. So if you
Yeah.
have like crappy guys around you and you're not pulling, you know what I mean? It's hard to
Yeah.
get your level up. Like how are you supposed to?
Oh, exactly. And you're with Matt and
Yeah. Oh,
the
we got
first
Caleb
time
and
Yeah.
and Caleb and the first time I ever went to Matt's practice is
Sean.
Johnny Thorne still there?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Johnny's
Yep.
awesome. Johnny's awesome, man. He's a
I
good
went away
man.
from that practice. Like the first time you meet Matt, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I was just on the drive home, I'm blown away. I'm like, oh, I met Matt. But Johnny the roofer,
He's
Johnny Thorne,
awesome. He's
I
awesome.
was I spent more time thinking about him. I was like, that guy was incredibly strong. Like
Oh
that
yeah.
guy.
He's just naturally
Oh
strong.
my
Yeah, he
goodness.
doesn't like pulling me anymore, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He used to kick my ass every time, every time.
Yeah.
And I'm big, right? So that was
Yeah.
kind of the thing. I would go and Zach and Johnny and a lot of these guys, they're so much smaller than me, but they give me such a hard time. So I think
Yeah.
that's what drove me to say, listen, I'm big, strong. There's no way these guys are kicking my ass. And it motivated me even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm
Oh,
like, I'm not
exactly.
getting beat by
Yeah.
150-pound guy. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, the level's so high in our club that even the lighter guys they're killers,
Yeah.
man. I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now
Yeah.
I think I'm
Yeah.
sixth. I'm sixth on the board now. I'm sixth on the ranking.
On the board. That's pretty good.
On
Yeah,
the
with that
club,
club.
yeah. Yeah, we got Ali Hamadias right above me. Um,
Right.
and
I
then
always
we
thought he was Calgary, but yeah, I guess he's
no,
still
he's
Red
Red
Deer.
Deer. He's Red Deer.
Okay.
Like I helped run the Calgary club for a while, a year and a half or a year anyway. But
Mhm.
things fell out and I just went back home to Red Deer. I never left Red Deer. I just helped run the club in Calgary. And
Right.
like Ali lives in Calgary, right? And Victor lives in Calgary, but they're Red Deer still, right?
So
I
they come
seen
out pretty often then too.
Victor's good, really good. Have you pulled Victor Beloff?
Same thing as Jared. I
Yeah.
was on the table with him that night that Devin was in the shop,
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
but I haven't since then.
yeah.
And
He's
I
in
know
our he's a Red Deer guy too. Yeah.
yeah, and he's won
Uh,
nationals
yeah. Oh yeah.
twice now or just once?
I think he's got.
Once for
I don't know
sure.
if he's got first place twice. I got now he won nationals. I think he got podium another time. Yeah,
Podium was twice. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, he's good. Like he came over to my house the other day, and I just wanted to arm wrestle him. I didn't have my table in the garage, so I was like, shit. But
Yeah.
no, like yeah, we have some killers. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, we got Sean Crowther. He's just keeps
Yeah.
going like this. He just keeps.
Yeah.
You want to see improvements. He just went from like he did every time he just jumps. He's
Yeah.
got
Yeah. He's a killer. Like he's
oh
Ontario.
yeah
He's been over there and he's done
oh
really
yeah,
well
and he was
too.
killing those guys. He was beating the guys down there too.
Well,
Actually,
he beat Tiny
Mhm.
in that Mac match.
Well, that's
Mhm.
why I think Sean told me that that's who I have to pull. That's why I wanted to pull him
Didn't he
because I
beat Carnegie too? Thought he
yeah,
beat
he did
Carnegie
in the
too.
tournament. I think he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Carnegie is really strong though too. I don't know. Like I don't know. I think Sean
I don't
would
think
be a
Carnegie's in
super.
shape right now either, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't. It
Yeah.
depends. Ian depends on how he's feeling. He's got shoulder issues, and Ian's a killer, man. That guy's strong as nails.
If
But
if he took it
he
hardcore every
trained,
day and
oh,
somehow got his shoulder figured out, yeah, he'd be a force to be
he
reckoned with again
he
for
would
sure.
be. Yeah, he'd be stupid. Yeah. I
He's
talked to
he's
Ian a
he's
lot.
he's he, you know what him and Roger at Dakota's dad kind of pull
I know.
similar.
You imagine if Roger just went nuts
I
and
just
started
thought
training?
about that. I'm like, they
I
kind of
know.
pull similar.
Yeah.
It'd be scary.
Yeah.
Oh, Riley, can you do Dakota a favor?
Oh boy, what am I doing?
Just go easy on him.
Go easy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he wants.
Go
Well,
easy on him.
if it's 2-0 and I might get a little charitable. I might take a little pity on you, but you
Might
know
go
what? I have a
outside.
lot of respect for you, Dakota. I don't think it'll be that. I think it'll be a war.
I
I
think so
don't
too.
think the opportunity will present itself for me to go easy on you. but we'll see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
you gotta watch.
As
Dakota's a little
long
bit
as
of a
you
sandbagger.
promise the same to me. Actually, no, don't show me mercy. Never mind. Don't do that. You can beat
Fair.
me 3-0. Do it.
Yeah, Dakota apologized. He had to take a shift at his work. So
No, that's okay.
I'm working right now.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I get it. He's scared of me. That's okay. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, it happens.
It does. It happens, man. It happens. But yeah, so it looks like my match might be canceled now on New Year's Eve too, Zach. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The first guy that I wanted to pull, he's pulling Jordan Sill. So he said he can't pull me because he's got a big match with Jordan Sill. So I get that.
Yeah.
And that's Leif or Leaf or what is Leif? Leif.
Leif Sorensen.
Leif Sorensen. He's good. He's a killer. Yeah, I wanted to pull him. It'd be an honor to pull Leif. He couldn't pull me, and then it was going to be Clint, that Clint guy with the big press.
Yeah.
But he got back to them. I guess he asked for info and then got back to him, said no. And then Dustin Finley was the next guy because he's number 2. I'm number 1 now there. So he's number 2 ranked. So they were going to ask him. And now I don't think he said yes either. So I don't think I have a match. So
yeah. That's the thing, man. With going to Montana, like sorry, Dakota wants to know your weight right now, Ryley.
My weight, I was 180 like I don't know, a week and a half ago, and I'm really not forcing my weight. I don't really care what I weigh as long as I feel good.
I feel good. Yeah.
But for some reason, naturally, I'm like 190 now, morning weight. So I don't know if my body's going like, okay, Dakota's like 220. You gotta put some LBs on right now. And it's just naturally like I don't change diet, I don't change anything. It's just whatever I am, I am. So 190. If this trend keeps happening, you might see 200. I won't be 220, but like 190.
what's the cap?
195.
You guys put a cap on it?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
I'm pretty good with whatever. I feel like unless you're pulling for a belt or
Yeah,
I
I agree.
Yeah,
whatever.
like I'm not worried about weight
Doesn't
either. What does Blair walk around, you know?
He's about the same as me. He's like 190. He's been like 200 lately, but he can be 190-ish.
I'm gonna try to be like 165.
Really?
5-ish.
You can get to
Is that-
165.
I'm like I'm 155 right now.
Oh, that's good.
I think I could do it.
That'd be awesome.
Up a little bit. You're probably similar. Your weight's not really. It's just as long as
Wherever
you're
I
feeling
feel
good.
good. So even if I'm still 155, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather because if you're forcing it, you get. I feel like you get bloated, and then you're not really bloated, but
Yeah.
you're exhausted from trying to gain weight, and you're not going to be as good, right?
Yeah.
But
You want to be in peak performance mode.
See, that's why I was upset,
Yeah.
right? Because I was thinking of I said no to going to Lloyd because I had matches booked, right? And then now all my
now-
shit fell apart. Yeah, I know. And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
Right? But
Well, Travis is the organizer. I'm sure. Is he on the next time too?
yeah, he'll be on.
He's,
Yeah, he ended up last minute canceling. He's said that work's just too crazy. And I wanted to do the pod anyway, because I mean, I don't want to miss Tuesday nights. I want to do Tuesday nights every week. So one way or another.
Yeah.
So
Travis is the guy to talk to, but I mean, I'm sure there's going to
he
be
might
one
be able
every
to-
year.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, Travis.
every year.
I'm good friends with Travis. Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe there is a miracle if you can sneak in there even this year.
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe. Like
know.
the thing is yeah, there would have to be a match presented, and then I would have to I might even be talking shit because I might not be able to work it out now, short notice anyway. So,
Yeah.
but it's still, if I would have known back, when he asked me a few months ago, I would have, you know what I mean, just took a match, right? But
No, for sure.
I might be able to pull December 14th in Lethbridge if I just got to see if I'm going for sure, but I might be pulling Byron Cahoon on the 14th in Lethbridge.
Okay.
Get a little payback.
He's a big guy in Lethbridge, big, strong ginger squash dude.
I'm thinking of the right guy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a bad history with him. His style's just bad for me. So I'd like to beat him. So
That'd be good.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
that?
ranked higher than him, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's the
Yeah.
point of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
principle of that.
Dakota was saying he woke up at 2:03 in the morning.
Yeah. So he's like a 205 guy. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said he woke up at 2 in the morning, like he
No,
couldn't sleep
203
because he
like
knew he
pounds.
was arm wrestling
Oh,
you.
Oh yeah,
he
yeah.
woke up
Is
at
that
2:03 in the morning.
Yeah, you can't sleep. He's losing sleep. You gotta
He wakes up at 2 and he
yeah.
gets on that training schedule, man. You got to
Yeah.
watch out.
Well,
Yeah.
that was the video I saw, the first video of his training that he tagged me in. It was like the timestamp was like 2 something in the morning, and I was like, I was gonna take a video of me sleeping at 2 in the morning and tag him and be like, "Here's my training." Uh, yeah, no, that's crazy. I don't train at 2
Yeah.
in the morning, but so
Yeah.
2, he's lighter than I thought. I thought he was like 220.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's been, I don't know if he's ever even been that heavy. He's been like 217. I don't know if he's ever been 220.
Has he been
Okay.
that heavy? Really? Yeah.
Been up
Uh,
there, though.
I might have just been
He's been
assuming because
up
he's
there.
taller, so maybe I was just assuming that he was
Well, I lost
220.
16 pounds in the last 2 weeks.
Hey,
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's called hormone imbalance will fuck you up. Yeah. Yeah. You get night sweats, insomnia, and lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Yeah.
oh God.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because remember Montana? When we went
Yeah.
to Montana? Yeah. Well, the last one, I didn't have I ran out of my because I'm on tier. I mean, it's no secret, everybody knows I'm on TRT, but I didn't have my TRT with me. Like I ran out of that stuff. So I had this T400 or 450 shit, and it's like more than double the strength. And then just my little tiny dose threw me off the fucking deep end. I ended up all fucked for like a week and a half. So I'm back to normal now. Yeah. Yeah.
Back to normal.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sensitive. Like I could never do steroids like some of these guys because my body doesn't like it. Like it doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I get bad reactions. So yeah. Yeah. I don't know how some guys do it, believe me. Crazy.
Yeah, some of the stuff those dudes are on, I'm sure is
Oh yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know some guys, man, they're just but then you pull them, you know what? I don't even notice it. I've pulled jack guys and I mean I've had natural guys be way better and more efficient on the table. So I mean I think gym lifts and stuff like that, I get it, but I don't think arm wrestling is not that dependent on
Being a stronger human's never gonna hurt, but it's not
it's
gonna
never gonna
specifically
hurt.
help you in arm wrestling that much.
Yeah, arm wrestling, I mean, it's so unique, you know, like you got to build those tendons. It's all about over time. I mean, I had so much strength coming in, but my tendons were weak. They were ripping and shit when I started, right? So,
yeah,
you know, it
Yeah.
wasn't every time I
yeah.
do a level up is when my tendons get a little stronger, like, you know, because the strength's there already.
That reminds me of a story.
Yeah.
We got time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I love stories.
It was like 2 years. I was like 2 years into the sport, and just the difference between strong and like just big and then but
Yeah.
strong. I was like 2 years into the sport, and here in Lloyd we did like an expo at the local. It was like a trade show, so there's tables set up all over the place. Just big, big area. We got tons of room. We set up a booth. We had two tables, and it was just like you're walking by, you see the booth, you come up, ask questions, just to grow the sport, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
And we did it for 2 days. And the first day, we had like same thing, like 8 of us standing there,
Yeah.
and it's an expo, like a trade show, so it's full of big, like 300
Big,
pound
strong
farm
dudes.
boys, right?
Yeah.
So they're walking
Yeah.
up, and all day, like me and a lot of the other guys were beating these big 300-pound guys, not
Yeah.
beating them, but just
Yeah.
showing them
Just,
like there's a difference between just being strong and
Yeah.
being good at arm wrestling.
yeah.
And this little guy walks up. He's like 175 pounds, maybe. He's a Hutterite.
Yeah. Strong as nails.
Oh.
Yeah.
He walks up and he's just like, what is this? I'm like, this is arm wrestling. You want to come try it out? And he's like, oh yeah, yeah. And so I'm showing him the same thing you do with a beginner, showing him the movements. I'm letting him pin me a couple times, and then I'm correcting a couple things. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of pressure. I want you to pin me. And I'm giving him a bit. And he starts going, give me a bit more. And well, eventually I'm giving him everything I have. And I can't
Charging.
put the brakes on this guy. And
Mm.
he's never heard of arm wrestling before. And like
Throwing hay
I'm
bales
two
though.
years in, so I'm not what I am now.
Yeah.
But like I know I've been
You know
beating
enough.
farm boys all day. I know my stuff.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be happening, but this little guy is just like a walking muscle.
Yeah.
And I couldn't do anything, and he was like, "Oh," I'm like, "You want to come out to the club?" He's like, "No, too busy. I'm working too much." He walks away.
You're like,
Battle
what?
forever. Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's
yeah,
just this little tiny guy. All my
yeah,
clubmates are like, "What is wrong with you, man?" I'm like,
yeah.
I'm trying to
You
talk him
try
up.
them.
I'm
Yeah.
like, seriously, and none of them are believing me. Hey?
Oh
Oh
man.
my goodness.
But
He
that's
was
humbling in
insane.
its own right. You think.
Oh yeah.
But I
Like,
mean, I've met guys that are just strong that throw hay bales all the time and shit, and then you arm wrestle and they're
yeah,
naturally good, right? I mean,
yeah.
one of the guys in the chat right now, he's only been pulling miles that I see in the chat. He's
Yeah.
only been pulling a year, and you'd be amazed when you pull him. You wouldn't think that he just started pulling.
That's the Miles Hutton.
Hutton. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen
Yeah, I mean, he's naturally
seen him at
gifted with a hand the size of a
Yeah,
super
yeah.
hand.
Will you be at Mantask?
Will I?
Yeah.
No, I won't make it to that one.
Damn. I was
Is
gonna
Yeah,
say
he
he'll
said
be
that's next weekend.
there.
Next weekend. Yeah.
Yeah.
is he one of the super match? He's pulling at that one?
Yeah, Matt Sador.
Yeah, because I seen him at Fit to Fight, and
Yep.
he
Yeah, he was there. Yep.
pulled 2 weight divisions, didn't he? And he won both.
He's a strong guy, man.
And he beat some good dudes. Like Curtis Klashinsky's good, and he beat Curtis. Even a lot of those guys in that middleweight class, they're good.
And he's
You know?
just like a farm pick boy, and I'm telling you, he's
Yeah.
I got to after pull with him a bit, and I was, he was a little tired and stuff from pulling, but I mean, I could still feel what was there. And I'm a big super heavyweight, right? And he's for a year in, he shouldn't be that strong. Yeah.
Yeah. Some of them just come right out of the woodwork, and
Yeah.
as long as you're given the right direction, you know what to
Yep.
do, and that's
No,
the best thing. It grows the sport. It's not like as a competitor, I don't see a guy come in like that, and I'm not like, oh, go away, like you're strong. Get out of here.
no way.
I
You
want to be the
want that.
champ. Like I
Yeah.
want you to come in. I want you to be as good as you can be,
Yeah.
and the weight division rankings will kind of adapt as they need to. Yeah, I was very impressed with what I seen. I seen some videos, and he was very strong.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's making waves already. He's coming down and winning belts and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I brought up the belt thing earlier, because I like the belts, but I mean, I want to
Yeah.
bring that shit home.
Bring it home, and then
Yeah, and I'll do it bad way. You don't think I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it? Like,
when
come
it's
on.
time to defend it,
Yeah, exactly. I'll be proud and happy to defend that thing. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
totally.
for sure. Yeah.
We got Ali in the chat. I think I'm deciphering this correctly. Ali's saying that he
Yeah.
pulled Dakota yesterday, and he thought that you were going to win, Ryley, but he's saying now that he thinks Dakota's leveled up, and he thinks Dakota's going to win.
oh,
Mhm.
that's okay. That's okay. I know I haven't pulled with Ali for a long time, but that guy,
That's fair.
He's
my
got
chances would
a
be
cup.
effectively 0 against Ali. There's always a slight chance, but it's not going to happen.
He's got one of the strongest cups I ever felt.
Oh yeah, he's
it's good.
very good.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I like about this match is I hear from a lot of people like what Ali said, and
Yeah,
a lot of the intel. How has he progressed, right?
Mhm.
How far has he come since I last seen him?
Yeah.
Like I
So
said,
let's
I
talk
see
about
myself as the underdog. We'll see.
let's talk about you for a moment. Have you changed your style since like the last time you guys pulled? Have you like adapted or advanced, or have you just kind of honed it more?
Well, watching the tape, I've made a couple tweaks, kind of just with what I feel like he's gonna do, despite the whole I'm gonna hook thing. Just
Mhm.
watching tape, what I feel he's gonna do. I've made a few adjustments, but I'm a weird art. Like I don't really have. That's why I don't do so good in tournaments.
Mhm.
I don't really have. I have my ace move, what I do in a tournament, and it's just what I because you want to get that match over with as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, as
Oh, yeah,
fast as
You want
possible.
that
You know?
that's fine.
done. So I do have that. Okay, this is my A move, and I'll do it against whoever. Now, but super match, I'm just I'm more of a, I can kind of do whatever. I'm not
Mhm.
elite by any means at anything. I'm not even really good at anything. I can
Mhm.
just kind of, I can go anywhere and everything kind of feels the same. So
Yep.
if, so I'm just, yeah, if he beats me one place, I'm just gonna try the next thing, and
So it's
it's
like
not gonna
jack of
feel
all
any,
trades, master of
yeah,
none.
yeah, like that's exactly it. I'm not gonna feel any weaker in the other
Mhm.
lane.
Yep.
Um, it's just, I think it's just more if I can get there. Um, but
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. Dakota's saying he sees your Kings movie. It's good
I
that
don't
you're
even
around
like
it though. I
doing
mean,
it.
that's
Do you
very
have a
good.
king's move?
Well, that's the weird thing is that I don't really like my arm does straighten,
Mhm. But
but
you
I
can always
can,
stay tight and closed.
yeah, I really don't like to use it. I really don't.
Mhm.
But if I have to, I mean,
Mhm.
we'll see. If I have to, I will. Um, yeah, it's just it's comforting to know it's there, but I really don't want it to go there.
I want to start learning the king's move. I think I'd be really
Yeah,
strong with it. Yeah.
it's good to have. It's just more of a, like I said, I can straighten my arm, and a lot of people say if you can straighten your arm, you
Don't do
can't
it.
do a
Yeah.
king's move.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's
See how
just
far I can
more,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
I'm
I
not
agree.
gonna commit to it off of a hit, like off of a ready go, because
Hmm.
that's when I
Hmm.
think you're gonna blow something. It's when
Hmm.
I'm in a burner for like a minute already,
You
and I
start
feel like
getting
he's
there.
pretty gassed. He doesn't have a
I got
whole
to get to a position where I can have some sort of break.
yeah. Like if I can purchase something just for a moment, I'm gonna go hang out in the Kings for a sec, and then
You, if you're at a hook, the effort level is almost like 90% all the time. You go into a Kings, you can put your effort level down to like
Yep.
15%, 20%
And
sometimes, right? So
yep.
it feels a lot nicer on like the whole
yeah,
cardiovascular system for sure.
Well, it
yeah,
depends on the
exactly.
bone line, I guess, eh?
And then
Yeah.
the only thing you got to think about is transitioning back out
Hmm.
Yes, always
without
keep yourself a lane.
giving up, because you got to stand up again without
Hmm.
giving up,
And the thing is, you don't
position.
want to over rotate too. You don't want to go from here and go too far sideways and then have no way back up, right? Yeah, no,
You
totally.
wanna do a pull up on their arm is what you want to do.
Basically,
Yeah, and use your elbow, and use your
hit your
elbow.
legs
Right.
and pull
Yep.
and stand up.
Yep.
The King's move is very technical for sure. I mean, you could even call it an open hand top roll more than a King's move because the King's move people say more is at the bottom where it's when you're winning up here, it's not really a King's move, but it's still an open hand. You're still doing the same thing. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
if you
same
could
angle.
like the prime situation would be you never go in the negative right from the start. Like the King's move, like I said, it's dangerous, but you blast right into it from the get go. So you're always
Yeah, if
on the
you're hitting,
positive side.
yeah, if it's an offensive, that would be
Yeah.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I know if I'm committing to catching you, I'm not so much going to be like, okay, I'm going to catch you in the Kings because
No, you're
my
gonna be
arm
driving into
straightens.
your shoulder.
I can do a little bit of a Kings on my left, but it's an offensive, not a defensive. It's a really weird offensive Kings. I can't go defensive or I just lose. I just straight up lose. I don't have the.
I don't know. I see you, Riley. Honestly, I see you shooting in with your shoulder and going into a hook. I've seen you pull a couple times on tape, and I just think that's where you're strong. I don't know. Maybe I'm
That's
wrong.
where it'll be.
I haven't seen enough of you to
Yeah,
know. But
and that's the thing.
I,
I don't compete as often.
yeah,
I
Are
feel just
you
forever, but
are you more confident left or right handed for this?
um, that's the thing. I don't know where he's at. I've pulled him left. I've never pulled him right in a competition.
Yeah.
So and then just based on the fact that when I'm actually training, my right lifts better weight arm wrestling wise, but on the practice table, my left is typically the one that is just more, I don't know, it's technically sound. It's just everything feels like it's just like when a guy starts going, it's just everything falls into place, and I feel like I can control more with my left. Um,
yeah, some guys are like that.
I don't know. It's so I would say left, maybe more,
Well, yeah.
but yeah, I don't know.
Well, at least you're
A
doing
lot of
both
Yeah.
arms.
unknowns.
Yeah, you do them both
That's
arms, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be
One fails,
definitive,
you
right?
just do. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, you do better on the other.
yeah,
Which one are you pulling first, right
yeah.
or left?
I think they're all left hand first, right?
Of Sanford, that makes
And
sense. Yeah.
it's really hard to beat me mentally. Like last year, I lost to Jeremy Esty, left-handed,
Okay.
and then right after we had a right-hand match, and I beat him. So it's not like I'm like, oh,
There
I'm
you
done.
go.
Jeremy
So it's
is
not.
left hand dominant though. Yeah, yeah,
That's yeah, he is left.
yeah. Yeah,
Crazy.
Jeremy's a beast. I've been trying to. I wanted him
Yeah.
to start competing more because that's what
Yeah, we gotta
he
give it to
falls into the.
Montana.
Yeah, he falls into the endurance factor, right? I think just because he hasn't had a lot of time on the table this year, so gonna
Yeah.
build that up because he was strong against Cody until he wasn't, right?
No, that first round of each arm was pretty
Oh,
like
pretty.
the effort level was he was maxing out.
That's the thing. He was
Jeremy was
maxing out.
maxing out.
Yeah, and then he had
And
nothing.
that was I was impressed how long he could sustain his max power too.
Yeah.
He didn't deviate. He stayed at like 99, just stayed there.
Now, if he can just keep that over rounds, that match
Yeah.
is a different match, right? Well,
So Ryley,
That's the main
Dakota
thing.
wants to know: Are you confident enough to make a $50 bet each arm?
$50 bet each arm. Absolutely, why not?
That
so
if
that's
both
what I'm talking about.
evens out,
That's what I would do.
but then if someone wins both, they get $100.
You know what? We got to start doing more of this shit. I don't know what's wrong with all these events. Let the competitors
Yeah.
put up money on their matches, man.
Yeah,
I don't see enough of that.
yeah,
anymore.
100%.
You know,
So yeah,
we went to
Dakota.
Montana, and that's
Yeah.
they do that on all their matches.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
I had people betting on my match. I lost,
Yep.
but
Yeah,
I tried.
but I mean, why not, right? Like,
And I don't have to apologize to anybody. It's my money. So it's
that's
like,
right.
Yeah.
Well, if you were in Montana, Stu was putting up money on all of us. He was putting money on all of us. Yeah.
there you go. Stu Bulick.
Yep.
Yeah, good guy. Good guy.
Oh, he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
Bellick, yeah, he's a really good guy.
Yeah, he
Really good guy.
Yeah, he came to Montana to support us, and he brought a pocket full of brown ones, and he was like, every one of our matches, he was trying to bet. Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
Freaking,
Yeah.
is there like an Alberta Arm Wrestling Hall of Fame?
there should be.
I say if there is, Stu should be in it.
I think so.
Stu, yeah.
I think Stu's been
Yeah,
pulling longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, there's a
Competitively.
lot of names that should be in there.
Well,
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, I told you a little bit, Riley. We want to make a new ranking system, and it's going to be something like in the hook rankings. But
Yeah.
I'm going to start making mine. I started my list already, Zach. So, but I started I started just for Alberta. But what we'll do afterwards is we'll make
we'll spread it out slowly.
Yeah, we'll do a Western one where it's like all of
Because you're
Yeah,
going to
'cause
combine
The
provinces.
whole point of our ranking system is less for. Yeah, it's more for
matchmaking.
It's less for it's still good for competitors, but it's more for matchmaking for people that are putting on events, right?
Yeah.
They can look at this ranking system and see, okay, who would be a good match for what, and less of who's you know what I mean, more of like who's a good match than anything.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Those.
It might conflict heavily with other ranking systems, but it'll make the most physical sense if you're looking at who would win type of thing, right? That's what we're trying to get.
Yeah,
Is
from
it
a promoter
only-
standpoint.
Is it tournament or just Supermatch?
No, it's gonna be basically who all of it's gonna be based on like polling data, our opinions, everything else on if you put, this guy and this guy together, who is more likely to win a super match. That's how the rankings are actually going to be made. It's going to be so that way if you're a promoter and you want to put on an event and you got Ryley Miller, you want to make sure that the opponent that you pick is actually lines up good with him, not
Of the
because
same
he's
caliber.
fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fifth,
If
but
not-
the 10 guys below him can all beat him. But now we put him against you, and it's not even a match. You just beat him. We don't want that anymore. Yeah.
Don't set me up with like Mason or something, eh?
Well, yeah, there you go. There you go. But you get the idea, right? Like we want, like if you were to look at our rankings and you're making matches, I'm a promoter, so I know. If I look at our rankings and I want to make a match, if I use the rankings, I'm going to get screwed. I'm going to have bad matches. One
you might just have
sided,
a
3-0.
wash.
Yeah,
Yeah, some of those. You got to start them from scratch.
Yeah, so we want to make a ranking system that a promoter,
The top makes sense. It gets real muddy, and then the bottom kind of makes sense on those lists. So it's
yeah, exactly. It's like
1 sec. I'll be back one moment here,
Oh, no
fellas.
worries.
I just got to mute for a
no
second.
problem.
yeah, because I started the list, Zach. I went here. I'll tell you because we're gonna post them all anyway. It might piss people off, but I don't care. It's all about the drama. They can type in who they think should be where. But I
Yeah.
restarted the super heavyweight class. So I got, and
Okay.
this is just based on the last year, like, you know what I mean, on, you know, what my opinion is. Josh Bellin, number one.
It's the last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh Bellin, number one. I got Sean Crowther at number two. I got Caleb
Yeah.
Freeborn as number three. And those two, we don't know. We don't know. They could switch.
No,
We
but
don't.
you have to give Sean, because of
Yes.
what he's done, who he's beat, how active he's been.
Exactly.
You have to. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yep. So I got Sean Crowther number two. I got Caleb Freeborn number three. I got Darren Matthews at number four. I got Len Houghton at number five. I got Ryan Bassinet at number six. I got Jay Smith at seven. Josh DeVoe at eight. And I don't know. I think I can beat both those guys, but I haven't. So I'm being modest, right? I have to make sure that I'm not biased here, right? I got me at number nine. I got Byron Cahoon at number 10. I got Roger Shipton at number 11. I got Jaden Hill at number 12. I got Sheldon Short at 13. I got Christian Dell at 14 because he's just inactive. We don't know where Chris is. He hasn't been.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then to be nice, I got Mark Pickering at 15. What do you think, though?
Hey, that's fair. That sounds like a pretty decent list.
I thought
Sounds pretty
It's
good.
a pretty good list. I think
Yeah.
undisputed one has got to be
Josh.
Bellin.
Yeah,
he's like the Levon of Alberta.
he is. Yeah.
And then there's the rest is pretty close.
I think so. Like I fall somewhere, and I'll know this year will tell all of us. I'll be as low as 7 and as high as 10 at the end of this year. But we have like
I'll tell you what, if you can look at
well,
if you can look at any two guys down that list and you think it would be a good match, then the list is good.
yep.
Except for Josh, of course. Josh being at the very top,
yeah.
kind of
Josh right now is by himself right now. Matt
kind of up there. He's
Matt
like
beats him. That's it. Yeah.
yeah. Well, Matt.
Yeah, Matt.
We're talking
Matt
Matt
on the
in
list.
there, yeah.
We don't put
No.
Matt on the list because no one, and he can't legally pull anybody anyway because he's contracted on this right.
Of course.
Yeah, so we don't include Matt.
If he is or is contracted, nobody knows, but
Oh.
we'll imagine he's contracted.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you know, I think my list is pretty good. So that's what I'm submitting.
It sounds, yeah. No, I mean, I think I might tweak only one thing there personally.
Yeah, one thing. Yeah,
That's it.
I just don't know who. Like,
So when it all comes together, we'll kind of see what we feel is the best kind of
and you
arrangement.
know what? I could be way off because there was some cloudy areas here where I was like, shit, I don't know, like.
But the thing is, the way that it went, every time that I thought of could this guy and that guy be a good match, yeah, it would be a good match. As good as it could be, like the closest guy, kind of, right?
Yeah. Like, see, and my strength, I think my strength is getting up in that top 5, but my table IQ isn't there yet. So, you know, and actually,
You'll get there with some more table time you put in.
I was just talking to Sean, and I couldn't go last night. I just went through a bad sleep for a week, but anyway, we're gonna start doing after the new year when things free up. We're gonna start doing mock matches. He said that maybe once a month, me and him will do a mock super match, and then he'll probably kick my ass the first couple. But I think you know what I mean. As we do them, I think that's
Super matches are
gonna
great.
prep me. Yeah,
Oh yeah, 100%.
yeah.
Hey fellas,
Yep.
I got to run to practice. Are we good this time?
Oh, we're good, man. We're good. We want
Yeah.
to save some anyway. We'll do another night. We'll let you know.
We could arm wrestling. You could talk forever, right? It's
Oh,
just.
hours.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
But I got to go train my hook for
You
Dakota.
better train
For
your
Dakota,
hook,
yeah.
man.
Very supinated like this, right? You want to be very.
Yeah, I want to be. If my fist could be facing like that, that's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you're coming in.
Right
Yeah, you're coming
around.
in.
Because he might actually make your hand go that way. So you just go with
I gotta be. I want to know how to pull like this in case I have to.
in case you have
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
Well, have a
Yeah.
good practice, brother. And
So-
thanks for coming
It's
on.
good talking to you,
Thank
man.
you. Thanks
And then
very much for having me.
Yeah, we'll
Uh,
find out what night's good for you to come on again, and we'll have you and Dakota together.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Should be good.
Yeah.
I had an awesome time chatting with you guys. You got a great
yeah.
you got a great show.
Thanks, man.
If you have
Appreciate it,
like a
man. Thank you.
YouTube video, like I'll put it on my I don't know, my Facebook, my Instagram. Not that I have a bunch of, but more eyes the better, right?
That'd be great. No, you know what? Yeah,
Anybody that wants to check it out, if you got a link or something when it's uploaded,
yeah.
yeah, I'll put it on there. And
Yeah, we have a link at the top of our the top of if you go through the fingers, we have our
Okay.
site link too, right? Yeah. Then our description. Yeah. So copy paste it. That'd be amazing.
Right on. Yeah, I'll do that for sure.
Well, thanks, brother. And then we'll have you on again too, for sure.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Like I said, I had an awesome time. Time
Okay.
just flew by. I looked down at the clock.
I know, and you're
I was
late.
like, I gotta
We're
go by
supposed to be there at
7.
7.
Like, oh,
Yeah, I
shit.
know.
Down. I was like, oh,
Well, tell
7
the
right now.
club.
I gotta go.
Tell the club we say what's up, man.
Yeah, have a great
Yeah.
practice, man.
Yeah, you bet. I'll let them know. Thanks again, fellas. And have a great evening. Hey,
Okay, man. You take care.
Yeah,
Have a good-
figures, man. Peace out.
thank you.
No worries. Well, good guy. I like that guy.
No, he seems like a great guy.
Nice and genuine. Hey.
Yeah, I'll have to look him up a little more, see how he pulls.
Yeah, so I know I haven't been talking to
I
you,
haven't
talked
talked
too
to you.
much this week. So I was gonna say yeah, we're looking at the 1st of February for the qualifier.
Rest of February for the qualifier.
So
That qualifier is going to be awesome. There's some prizes for some people. Gonna be some surprises.
I know. It's like
Stuff going on. I'm super excited.
well,
Yeah,
just imagine
stoked.
the talent that can come out and now can get this production because they'll be on the M spot, Red Leg Studios.
Yeah. No,
You know?
exactly.
I mean, it's gonna be amazing, right? So
Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
It will be. It will be. Is there what happened? Oh yeah, we did that already. Yeah, no, there was nothing else new right now to talk about, is there? I was trying to think of talking points.
No, I think that's it. I mean, me and my match with Blair, I think we'll see if we can get Blair on for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
And he's
I was chatting with Blair earlier this year or something. I remember I was talking with him at one point.
Is he from Alberta? Or is he
No, he's from Saskatchewan.
Okay. Okay.
But I've seen him around. I was gonna say I remember chatting with him one time.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that's who it was either. I thought it was a different guy, but he's strong. He looks strong.
Yeah, super.
I'm excited. I want to see how good my left's going. I'm super excited.
Hey, did you see that Arm Gods video that went up yesterday? It was a cartoon. It was the Arm Gods cartoons. Have you been watching those?
No.
Oh, they're good. They're funny, man. You should watch them.
Are they funny?
Yeah, yeah. They're troll videos for sure. But it's funny. They got Neil Pickup as a big fat guy talking about his back titties, and they got it's funny, man. It's a cartoon, an animated cartoon, like AI.
I'll tell you what, Mike.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's funny. They did one yet. I mean, I don't know. Some of the humor is like, but it's still good. You know what? I think even like if you're trolling, I still think even that can be good, right? Because it gives us something to laugh.
Hey, more eyes on it, right? That's all that matters.
No, for sure. So yeah, in your match, you're just doing one hand then. Yeah, left hand.
Yeah, I'm feeling better, but I'm not gonna be in match ready performance in less than a month. So
no. Have you pulled with it at all?
Just today I did a little bit with Austin. I kept the brace on.
Yeah, Jared stopped in today. I got to grip up with him a bit. His hand's feeling good. Yeah. I mean, I think on the left, he'd probably beat me on the left, man. Yeah.
Holy hell.
I can't get by he's got too much hand for me on the left. Yeah.
Dude, ever since I was able to go fast on the left now, I feel so connected and so strong when I go fast on the left. Like, it's crazy.
Really?
I've always been able to hit harder left than right too.
You're pretty quick left, man. Yeah.
I just feel like I can hit harder and faster left. Always have been. Like, even when I first started, my first time on a table, I was getting like pulled to here and I was rotating it all back like this. It was like ugly. It was ugly.
It was ugly. Yeah.
I wasn't doing it as good on the right. So I mean,
my left, I have a hard time. Like, I was pulling Jared on my left today, so I guess he was pretty technical with his hand, and I couldn't beat his hand on my left. Yeah. But I mean, on the right, I mean, I could drag through him. My right's feeling really strong right now, though. Like, really, 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 really strong. I'm a little beat up, so we're trying to do Clifton. Dale's all pumped up because Clifton Erickson's been sending them videos constantly.
Yeah.
Of what he should be doing. So we're doing table curls for like catching power and stuff. So we only have a 115-pound dumbbell. So we were doing 115 pounds for sets of 10. So yesterday he wants to catch up to Clifton. Clifton got up to 155. So Dale's like, we got to
Wow.
get to that. I'm like, 155 is crazy. So we taped to a 10-pound plate on each side of the dumbbells. So we got 135. And I didn't think I'd never really done anything heavy. I was able to do it, man. I did a full set. It was awesome. Yeah,
That's
135
good.
pounds. Yeah, our goal right now is what Clifton's doing. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's pulling John Therian.
Good goal.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I heard you can pull John Terry. Yeah, Clifton Harrison.
Yeah. And then Leif is gonna pull Jordan Still.
That's going to be a
They're getting some
big.
crazy matches, man.
Jordan Still's very good. Jordan
His
Still's very
hand
good.
is crazy. His hand, it's all
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
I told Leif he's just got to build his hand up as good. Like he doesn't have to like be dominant. He just needs to keep his hand. So just build your hand up really good, and then
Sometimes that's all it takes to then get connection is what you need. No matter what, you
keep
can have
your
the strongest arm in the world. If you don't have the connection, it's not
Yeah.
gonna work. See,
Yeah.
with Miles, that's the thing with Miles. I'm watching him. He's getting very good with the elbow to get the torsion effect, so he can come back.
Yeah, come up like this over. Yeah, but
He's getting there, but you can't get lost in the sauce to say too much. You know what I mean? You have to.
Yeah.
When you're doing that, you're prioritizing hand over bone line to the point where you're making them overextend and reach. That
Yeah.
way you can come up and come right over. You
yeah.
basically just go until you're fully posted and they're reaching like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I
But
know.
he's getting really good at that. I'm excited to
Especially,
see
yeah,
Miles
he
pull.
starts really building his arm because he doesn't even work out. He just turns wrenches and shit.
Yeah, that's why his hand connection is so strong, right? But
Yeah.
once you start to lose that hand connection, yeah, you can't use most of his strength is in his hand.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean his hand's impressive. Yeah, he just needs to add a little
He's
more
super,
arm.
super strong.
Yeah, he adds arm to that
And
hand.
he's only been pulling
Gonna
for like
be-
a year, yeah.
Yeah, like when his arm matches his hand, he's gonna be like, yeah, he'll be really, really
I think I know what the issue with him is. With not the issue with him, I don't want to say it like that. I think
Yeah.
I haven't asked him this, but I think he's being too active and not static enough. I think he's
Mhm.
sitting in place by actively holding instead of statically sitting. Do you know what I mean?
I know what
And
you mean. Yep.
that's I could be wrong, but I think that
Bone
could be
lines
what's
are-
making him. It looks like he's draining energy too quick
Mhm.
because he's almost at
Yeah,
an
I know you-
advantage. He gets to an advantage, but then his arm and then he starts to drain a little bit.
I used
Not
to
by
do
much,
that
but
too.
just enough, right?
Yeah. I used to do that. Remember, I used to just use all my muscle and strength to be static. I've learned just in the last 6 months how to, just kind of
Yeah,
angle it,
not
let the bone
overuse all
line-
the muscle and just kind of
Yeah.
just sit there and just statically hold with your
Yeah.
tendons.
Yeah, and if you do it
Because when
right,
you're all this is as simple as it gets. Contraction, when you're contracting and expanding, that's muscle. That's muscle. Muscles contract and expand. The
yeah,
tendons resist. So when you're sitting and not moving and you're just letting it resist, that's your tendons. I mean, your muscles are there too, but your tendons are what's taking the brunt of the force. You
yeah,
have to be in an active, or you know what I mean. You have to be
Yep.
active for the muscle to activate.
yeah. Well,
So
yeah,
if you're putting it all on the tendon, you can sit there and get a lot less fatigue because the
yeah,
tendons don't get
even-
nearly as much blood
even
flow.
on the bone too. Like if you get the bone line right, a lot
Bone
of
lock
you,
too.
and you
Lock
have
at the bone. boom.
then all the force will come down and disperse
Straight down
into
your
the
arms.
pad.
You're just sitting
Yeah.
straight. Yeah.
I've
Oh, yeah.
learned that. Yeah, I've learned that I can find the angle and it will just change it so it pushes their power's going down
Yeah. Dakota's saying no talking about how to get Miles better until after February.
there. Yeah, they're pulling. Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah.
They
it
are
makes
pulling.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay, no more
but
tips,
I
Miles.
want to. No, yeah, no more tips for Miles.
Yeah,
I want to thank everybody for watching though.
for sure.
They put a like. That's extra thanks on that.
Yeah, and if you haven't subbed yet, please do. It helps us.
Yeah.
It'd be
If you have any
awesome.
ideas for maybe a guest, comment that too.
Yeah, any ideas for future pods? It would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree.
100%.
I agree. But yeah, it was a good night, guys. Thanks everyone for coming, and I'll talk to you soon too, Zach.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
For sure. Okay. Well, peace out, everyone. We're gone.
Peace
Oh,
out.
shit. I can't end it. Oh, I can't end it. Well, I'm gonna